Welcome to Intersections. All right. Time to listen. All right. Now, each week you guys are here, we are going to focus on one specific sign, which you've heard me say over and over if you've been here before. This week, I did not steal them. I asked for them. All right. This week we're focusing on the speed limit, okay? And you're probably wondering, how is this going to tie into the lesson? Well, you're going to find out. All right? You can... So, we're looking at a different sign here each week, and how that ties into a message from the Bible. We are trying to focus on 3 different ideas this semester. Does anyone know what those are before we put those up on the screen?
Reflecting God.
Okay?
And discovering, experiencing, reflecting.
Yeah, you guys are remembering. Awesome. So, let me ask you this. Little test here. What does it mean to discover who Christ is?
Figure out what he is and what he did.
Okay? Yeah? Okay. Well, what about experiencing Christ? What are we trying to figure out with this idea of experiencing who Christ is? How to experience Christ in your life. And what is it about reflecting Christ? What is the idea? Say it again. Living like Christ wants you to. Right, guys? Yes. All right. So, and through doing this, through these ideas, you guys are going to hopefully figure out what it is that Christ wants for you. Okay? So, the speed limit. Today, it is about experiencing Christ. Okay? That is what the speed limit sign. When you think of speed limit, I want you to think experiencing Christ. Well, now you're going to think of experiencing Christ.
Like how slow you want.
I'll get you. I'll get there. All right, listen up. Listen up. Why can't we go as fast as we want?
Because you gotta hit someone.
You gotta slow down with the car. That's crash.
Okay. Any other answers of why we can't go as fast as we want to? Guys, there's too much talking. Nick? Okay. All right. Now, what are some, if you were driving a car, what are some lessons that you could learn by taking your time?
You can learn all directions of where you're supposed to go and get there safely, and to learn how to run faster.
Okay. You could absorb the scenery. You could see what's around you. If you're driving 90 miles an hour, you're not going to be able to see what's to the left and right of you. Right? Guys, shouldn't be any chatting. Okay? So, we're going to focus on these ideas. Why can't we go as fast as we want? And what are some of the lessons we can learn by taking our time? And this is all in respect to our lives with Christ. Okay? All right. Have you guys ever been tired because you were doing too much? Yes. Arlie, you seem like you're tired from running too much, right? Your foot hurts? Okay. So your foot's tired.
Can I please ask, this is all I want to know. Okay, you run 8 miles just to get like 3rd place.
Moving on. Do you sometimes get to the end of the week and think, man, I am just plain exhausted and I don't feel like doing anything else? Have you ever been there? Get to the end of the school week and you're just tired? Guys, please stay with me here. I'm only asking for about 15 minutes, okay? So, shh. All right? Have you ever just gotten to the end of the week and you're just tired from everything you're doing?
Not at the end of the day.
End of the day? But definitely by the end of the week?
Yeah.
All right?
Drained.
All right. So life just goes by so quick that it's really easy to get caught up in trying to do as much as you can, as fast as you can. And this can lead to you guys getting burnt out, right? You ever know anybody that's kind of gotten burnt out from just doing too much stuff?
Yeah.
Okay? Okay? All right. Do you guys know what well, yeah, you know what I mean. So you guys try to do so much, but you feel like you aren't giving it your all. Maybe you're on the sports team and you're thinking, you're just working hard, but you just don't feel like you're giving 100%. You've had that happen? I've had it too. You're just going along and it just feels like something's pulling you back, right? Right? Have you guys ever felt like you were maybe going like 110 down life's road and you feel like you're going to lose control and crash and just burn up in a twisted pile of metal? Do you ever feel like that? You feel like your life is just going so fast it's going to lose control? Yeah? I've been there. If you haven't, you will be. Okay? Well, it's kind of funny that this happens because this thing happened to Jesus' friends as well. Imagine that. And we are going to look today at how Jesus helped his disciples, the people that were following him, learning from him, regain focus and get back on the road to doing what they were called to do. So today we will be taking a break from looking at Paul's ministry like we've been doing over the past few weeks, and we will be looking at the ministry of Jesus instead. The most important ministry there ever was. Okay? So even at your guys' age, I know that you feel the pressure to do more and more. Your parents are telling you that you need to get a job, make money, you need to get good grades in school so you can go to college. Your coaches, they're telling you that you need to practice harder so that you can win more races and games. You want to spend more time with your friends so that your friendships grow stronger. You want to be a part of all the latest games and fun that is going on. And before you know it, you are just plain worn out. You're stretched too thin. So what do we do? What do we do when we're stretched too thin? Do we just stop everything? Can we stop?
No. You stop and you put yourself back there in one single chunk.
All right. We're going to look at the book of Mark, chapter 6, verses 6 through 13. There we go. So read along silently as I read out loud. And then Jesus went around teaching from village to village, calling the 12 to him. He sent them out 2 by 2 and gave them authority over evil spirits. These were his instructions. Take nothing for the journey except a staff, no bread, no bag, no money in your belts. Wear sandals, but not an extra tunic. Whenever you enter a house, stay there until you leave that town. And if a place will not welcome you or listen to you, shake the dust off your feet when you leave as a testimony against them. So they went out and preached that people should repent. They drove out many demons and anointed many sick people with oil and healed them. So, here we are. Jesus has instructed his disciples, the people closest to him in this world, to go out and tell people about him and what God is doing and going to do and can do in their lives. That was their instruction. Go out and just tell people about him. Pretty simple, right? Not much to it. Well, he tells them pretty much to not take anything with them. If you were going on a long journey and you're going to be traveling around, wouldn't you pack a few extra bags with some things you needed? Yeah? Well, that's not what he told them to do. He told them pretty much to take the clothes on their bodies and that was it. Nothing else. He did this so that they could learn to trust in him and God's provision. None of them went without anything. God provided for them on their journeys. Okay? So he was teaching them to rely on God's power and not their own. And also so that the people would be able to see and understand that they are not doing this for their own gain, but for God's gain. The people that they were talking to would understand that, man, these guys, they don't have anything with them. But yet they're still relying on this God they're talking about. They're going around, and God is somehow miraculously providing for them everything that they need. So that right there is a huge witness for them and for Christ. So they go. So now they have been gone. We jump ahead a little bit here. They've been gone for a while, and now they are back with Jesus now. So we're at Mark 6, verses 30 through 32. The apostles gathered around Jesus and reported to him all that they had done and taught. Then, because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." So they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place. You see, these men, even though they were commissioned by Christ himself to spread the message about him and God, these men were just tired. They had been gone for months, preaching and teaching about God to everyone and anyone that would listen. They had been run out of some places, welcomed to others. They went hungry at some places and were able to feast at others. These guys were tired, just like you guys are tired, just like we are tired at times. They had nothing left. They were out of steam. They were, I guess you could say, for lack of better terms, pooped. And we don't see Jesus telling them to suck it up and to keep going, do we? Jesus didn't tell them, "Hey guys, suck it up. You know, life's hard, get over it." He didn't say that. He tells them to come away with him to a quiet place and to get some rest.